Continue. From save point. Could you see the defendant that night? Oh my god! Taking off my socks. Because I want to use my flip-flops. And it's unnecessary. Accumulating sweat. It's too hot. It's 27 degrees in this fucking apartment. It's funny though. My temperature meter thingy measured the temperature when the sun is blasting on my apartment, but it is not doing that when I turn on the fucking heater. Interesting! Broken ass bitch, yo. Could you see the defendant tonight? Oh, of course. I said I could and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sightings. I did it. I finally found a hole in Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edger's word was seen. Yes, you're... fuck off. Right. It was cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back into the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. Alright, which was seen. On the third statement. You used binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of a meteor shower? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with the line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further? Press further even when the game tells you otherwise. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue the line of questioning. Maybe I went a little bit overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to court about the camera. Yeah, I hear. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. W, well, then what exactly was she doing? Your Honor, what was Miss Hart trying to take a photograph of? Gordy article. Take that! Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. The sighting of Gord Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to take... I have proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well. Let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. Oh no, air leaving my body. Let's camera. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to the loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set up your camera to respond to loud noises. Order, I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. Are you lawyers all that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy, you got me. So what? You lying in court. That's punishable, man. That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monster exists. H. Hay. But as she so... whatever said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could have... Okay, to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please provide your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. I won't change nothing though. It won't change nothing. Something will change, it has to. And I'm going to spot it. Spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at the university. I'm a photographer. I imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of a monster. That's why I was camping out by a lake, but that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out to the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to... What? Hope to fry? What the fuck? Well, Mr. Wright, you went cross the camera. The witness testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing in this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. Simulated strikes again. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, you must have something in mind. That would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Seventh statement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? W, what's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it. I agree, and any normal person would. But you are far from normal. WH what? wanna step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't be giving the boat a second thought. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through the binoculars. However, you wouldn't need the binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy. And that's what you were doing. Well, HPH, or whatever the fuck. Well, now that you mentioned it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there. Oh. M. Miss Hart. A. Are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? S. Sorry. I wasn't really. I thought, no. I could be witness to a murder. All. I kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. B. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo. Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. SH shot my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who. My mouse is fucking up. That's what it's doing. She enlarged the photo. And there it goes. What the hell? Why won't Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that a large photo shows something bad for Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Why, yeah, I did. Why has the enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place, you old fool. What's the meaning of this, Karma? Ears simulated strikes again. Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Lake photo edit. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. That's not. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of this whatever. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there is something decisively strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. On the photo, point to the shooter's hand and present it. 10%. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that contradicts. On the photo, point to shooter's hand, presented 10% the pistol to the court. Take that! The evidence is clear. The man in the photograph. Why is it doing that though? What the fuck? Stop doing that, man. That's so weird. Why is it doing that? Alright, well, I tried to clean it, but it's not cleaning it. The man in the photograph is holding up that pistol in his left hand. However, what the fuck? One moment. Okay, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edward's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in his photograph was not Mr. Edward. I think I need to use my other mouse. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definite proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edward who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edward didn't do it, then who shot the victim? Precisely. As we have seen here, if you've seen, as we this, as we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant, the victim himself? There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order. So you're saying that The victim committed suicide. Yes, Your Honor, I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only explanation. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. WH, what? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? TH, that's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been suicide. Order, Mr. Van Karma. Are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I had already considered it as the possibility of suicide. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Autopsy report updated. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Ashworth. However, the prints of the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Ashworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for today. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned. 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 Okay, this is outside the court, so I'm skipping this. It's just a bunch of investigation nonsense. I do not care about that. Even with fucking fast forwarding, it's still so slow. To be continued. Yes. Alright. Alright, it says deal. Just gonna keep this going. Gonna spit through this. It's all that yapping, man. And keep in mind that people actually pay full price for this shit. So fucking pathetic, man. Maya's so fucking ugly. So ugly. I hate her design so much. Her being taken over by her sister is also just so fucking disgusting. I wish I could just fucking properly skip these type letters, man. It's so annoying. And click done, click done, click done. Just get it moving. I paid money for a full price for a game where I just see a bunch of letters slowly go up the screen, and then I see unnecessary white flashes and stabbing sounds and camera shaking for no reason, and I think this is a good game. Eater Simulator strikes again. I'll use the metal detector. I do not care about the other two options. Metal detector. The dog is story shenanigans or whatever the fuck. And then the wishing rod is a hidden scene or whatever the fuck. Metal detector is what I need, so that's what I need. It's just that simple. Air tank item. Out at the public beach. Take that! Uh-huh. I was on the public, please present the AirTags to Larry. When he asked why he needed, tell him to inflate something. Press every line questioning with Larry until none are left. And to inflate something. Ask about the tank. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Press every line of questioning with Larry until there are none left. There was none questions whatsoever. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Keep it going. 40 doesn't exist. Okay. Take that! Take that! Wow. What a stretch. Uh-huh. Wow. Yay. Yatta. Let's keep it going, keep it moving, keep it going, keep it moving, keep it going, keep it moving. I'm gonna clickety clacking while I'm having a conversation. I'll say this so that she hears this. I'm gonna keep clickety clacking. And I'm also talking to my girl, my woman, my wife. Alright, let's keep it going. Parrots. Talk. Just speed running this shit. Promise to run the noodle. Talk. Blah 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 blah. Now I need to examine the parrot. Talk to the old man about Polly. Okay. Doo-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-doo. Just keep it moving. I'm getting tired of clicking down. Like seriously. Why is there no just skip button, man? I don't understand it. Imagine having to do this constantly on the DS as well, bro. It's so fucking game design flaw. It's so dumb. Examine Polly, blah 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 blah. Head to the affairs department. Okay. Sure, I have the fucking parrot in my pocket that I'm pulling out. Hello, parrot here. Shit's so dumb. Head back to the fair to meet Gumshoe campuses body. But with Gumshoe's permission, you can now use the records room. Oh, I need to talk to you first, right? Come on, move it along, you fucking text! I have it fast forwarded as well, man. Imagine how slow that shit is. God damn. But it's fine. All of this is fine. I mean, it's not really that good of gameplay, honestly. Record room. Use the private space to go over the case with my I'm not doing that with you. Hello? Why isn't it responding again? What do I do? With Ghost's permission, you can now use the record room. Use this private space to go over the case with my oh, okay. Oh my god, this mouse, man. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow. Ain't this interesting? Oh my god. Goo goo gaga. Backstory of characters that we're never gonna be seeing ever again after these games are done. What's the fuck's the point? Let me just in case I'm gonna ask her again. Alright, here we go, finally. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently, blah blah blah. Mr. Vonker, your opening statement. Ear simulator strikes again. Not so fast, yes, I was thinking meaningful pause before speaking. Alright, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. We'll see about that, dude. Order, order. Karma, what's the meaning of that statement just now? Bob must question everything. It will be over 3 minutes, we have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Alright. I'll call the witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. MPHZZZ. I ear simulator strikes again. I'm the whatever of the restaurant, the wet noodle at Court Lake. I ear simulator strikes again. Also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Ear simulator strikes again. Yeah, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Raise an objection. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright, blah. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Takes too long. You're annoying. I hate you. What do you mean? My ear memory. Simulator strikes again. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall his name, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I ear simulated strikes again. Ran boats as usual, then I heard a bang. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin your cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony, ergo no need to cross-examination. Besides, there is only 10 seconds left before the 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Ear simulate strikes again. Yes, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course, I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Okay, good for you. Excuse me, Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Mr. Caretaker on 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By your window? By my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. That's rather important detail. Please add it to the testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. Press again on the revised. Raise an objection where you can. Are you sure? Oh. Dad. That's certain, Keith. He said I can't believe he's dead, and he was walking by too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Okay. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Karma, he lured me into cross-examination so he could set me up for the fall. And Nick, I don't give a shit about you. Shut the fuck up. Be quiet. Don't care about you. Raise an objection. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's court that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired the gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? Then the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. I hate you. This is easily explained. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. That is such far-fetched way, man. Are you American? Oh wait, yeah you are. Everything in the witness testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, the witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his words is all we have. If he's telling a lie, it's the right court of law that the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have to realize besides the fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, source proof. You are gay. I don't care. To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Tsk, tsk, tsk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high of expectation. However, 50 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough, the witness may leave the stand. Nor is there need for forward blah 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 blah. I see no room for a misinterpretation of the facts. W what? No. HMPH. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The accused will surrender to court immediately to be held pending trial. A higher court within it month's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Wait, so I lost? WW wait. WH who? WH, what are you doing here? Listen. Why you gotta listen to me? I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Oh, order. What's the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call it for one moment von Karma. So you say you heard the gunshot? Yeah, I did. The gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, and then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let you all call Edgy a murderer. It's not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. I don't care about you. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. Miss Edgeworth, blah 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 blah. Don't care about you. You're right, okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now, a waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. He's a judge, he can do whatever he wants. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is my duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake was made, every witness should be heard. Exactly. WH, what is this? I withdraw my previous verdict as guilty. Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. The court will be adjourned for 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear the new witness. Court is adjourned. View. That was too close. Sure, but sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth, you're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans. Whatever. Larry was the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh right, and he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Miss Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Mr. Wright, yeah. This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly completed evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before to the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes, 15, everything depends on Larry now. Okay. December 27th, District Court. Court is back in session. The witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I'll just hope Edgeworth is right about this being a big break. Witness testimony. That night I was out on the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I, ear simulator strikes again, found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake and I didn't notice the bell. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. What was unusual vague testimony even for this court? In any matter, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Shut up. Present Lotta's disposition against the sixth statement Larry makes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to present. No. Loda's disposition. Wait a second, Larry. WH what? You only heard one bang, you sure? That's what I said. But Miss Loda's heart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? Like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Buds, what? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude. On my headphones. What? Order, and stop that booing, Mr. Butts. You were listening to a radio on earphones. Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I'm listening to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shabby testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. And he lost. Well, Mr. Butts, you give your testimony and be sure to include the details of your radio. Right? Leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.